Hi everyone, how are you today? My name is Sandra, all the way from Uganda, and in case you're watching me for the absolute very first time, welcome to my channel. So I've been away from this for about 2 years, and for the longest time I've been wondering what my accountability episode would look like. So I guess this is it. So let's dive into the questions that some of you have been asking me and some of the things that I imagine I would want to know from my favorite YouTuber who has been missing for 2 years. Let's get into it. Sandra, what's the biggest thing that has kept you away from this space for over 2 years? If I'm being honest, it's time, season, and space. So initially, if anybody knows me, they know I love to work. I'm passionate about this. So for the longest time, I really wanted to get back into it. But I had just given birth. I had just entered into the space of marriage, raising my first daughter, and now a second one has joined in. So time and space, honestly speaking, the season would just not allow for it. Like that time was just not there. I was deep into motherhood. And then after that, I really wanted to get back into it, but I think God had another plan for me. So God kind of like put me in a season of seclusion. And in that season of seclusion, I have learned so much that I'm so excited to share with you all. So in conclusion, I think my answer would be, if you get to where you're supposed to, if you get to a place before you are supposed to be there, then you won't be prepared for it. So you guys, I have been in school, I have been learning, I have been graduating, and now I'm here to share with you my knowledge and experience. What's it like parenting 2 girls now, and how has marriage changed me? Cough, 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 cough. So what's it like parenting 2 girls? Simply put, it has been the hardest job of my life. Why? Because I want to be an intentional mother. Like, that's the kind of mother that I set out to be. Someone who is intentional about the foundation that they give their children. And it costs. Like, it comes at a cost. There's a price for you to pay. So it's been hard, but it's been rewarding. And then marriage. Hey, you guys, how has marriage changed me? Do you not see? Do you not hear? Simply put, it has been the harder job of my life, but it has brought so much refinement in my life. It has brought so much refinement. Don't worry, so much Lugambo to get into. But for now, those are the headlines. Madam Lawyer, Madam Pleader, you went to law school for 4 years. Did LDC. What's up? What's happening with that? Lawyer Mulamba Tulikuchi. So many of you guys have asked me this question in the past 2 years. Almost every time some of you see me, you're like, how far? How far? So I am happy and blessed to report that very soon, someone, yours truly, is going to be in a position to say, objection, Your Honor! Bothering the witness! Seize it! Stop it! And isn't that good? So there's progress in that as well, and I'm so thankful for it. After 8 years! If I'm not an example of don't give up, you guys, I don't know. So let's talk music. You guys know that the music line is one of my businesses. I grew up in choir, in church, singing. So it's obvious to a lot of people that, like, I love to sing. It brings me a lot of joy and happiness. But what a lot of people don't know is that I used to do a lot of songwriting back in the day. But because this life can squeeze you and...
You're hurting me. Put me down, please.
And rub him and caress him and...
I ain't nobody, rabbit!
Then, certain things, you kind of just let die. So I'm so thankful that last year, which was one of the hardest years of my adult life, but because through hard times we are able to grow, I and Neno Sandra was able to sit down and from like a space of of so many questions create an entire album. Like, I was able to sit down and write music about my experiences, my family, my children. And it's work that I am so proud of. It's work that I can sit down and listen to. You know, I've recorded a few demos. I sit down and I listen to, and my children listen to, and they're like, "Oh, Mama, you did such a great job." So that's progress, isn't it? I'm learning how to celebrate the big wins and the small wins. What has been the hardest lesson that I have learned over the past 2 years? Time that I have not been in a space to share my heart with you the way that we used to. What would be the one thing that I share with you now? And you guys, like, I die on this hill. I die on this hill as I say this. Do not seek to get from any man what you can only get from God. I will say it again. Stop seeking to get from man what only God can give you. And I will read to you like a letter that I kind of wrote to God or to myself at a point last year when I was in like one of the darkest spaces that I have been in. Because as people, we desire to be loved. As people, we desire to be seen. And I think for a lot of us, whatever space you're in, many of us are struggling in this area. To like have someone see you, understand you, empathize with you, forgive you, discipline you, be willing to hold your hand and like walk the journey with you. Only God can give you all those things in their entirety. But we are so busy trying to get it from our husband, our wife, our friend, our BFF, our boss, our job. And yet only God can satisfy those things. So if I tell you anything today, just man, stop. It's not worth it. It's tiring. It's draining. In the end, just run back to the source. Run back to the source. That has been my hardest but most worth it lesson in the past 2 years. Sandra, what is inspiring you to come back to YouTube after 2 years? Like, it's been 2 years. Why don't we just give up, let it die, bury it? We move on and let it be. You guys, I actually love this. Like, I'm actually passionate about this. This is a prime example of if something truly matters to you, like, you're going to find ways to make it happen, whether in spite of, this is standing in your way, because it's been a rough road getting back to this space, to be able to sit here and share once again with you. But I love it. I'm passionate about it. It brings me joy. It brings me a sense of purpose to know that in sharing my life, perhaps one or two of you are, learning something, picking a leaf. So that's why I'm back. And you must be with me. You must stay with me by fire, by force. Kindly, please. Yeah, that's it. As we come to the end of this video, I wanted to share just a bit of some of the things that you can expect from me this year going forward. Honestly, there's going to be a lot of the word. Like, I'm going to be sharing a lot about God. So just know, FYI, there's going to be lots of testimonies, lots of prayer requests, lots of holy lugambos from me to you. So if you feel like you're up for that journey to come along with me yet again, let's imagine this is part 2 of #everything-mama. Yeah, just, come on board. Let's learn together. Let's share. Let's do life together. Let's bloom in life together. Kale, bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.